Oh my gosh. It is just you and me today.
I know.
I know.
In the office.
Yes.
Usually I've been doing you and me at your house, so this is a little bit different.
I know. I know.
It's kind of nice.
So today we are going to learn more about who is Kelsey Burke. What if I told you that the journey to discovering your true self is the most exciting adventure you'll ever embark on? You heard it correctly. Today we get to hear more about who is Kelsey Burke. I am so excited to announce that Bloom with Tina and Kelsey is hosting our first Bloom Where You Are Planted Women's Retreat. It is going to be March 13th through 15th in Logan, Ohio, near Hocking Hills. Are you ready to invest in yourself? This retreat is all about finding peace, rejuvenating your spirit, and blossoming into the best version of you. Expect yoga sessions, meditation, journaling, healing sound bath, relaxing in the hot tub. This is your invitation to step away from daily distractions and take that much-needed time to simply be. You'll be surrounded by incredible women, all eager to share, support, and grow together. Sign up now and let's make this happen. Reserve your spot today. Only 7 spots remaining. We can't wait to see you there. Who is Kelsey Burke? I say this because I was sitting at my house today. I'm not going to say where I was, but I was sitting at my house today and I was like, Kelsey's a financial planner. And how did she get into starting a podcast? Why is she into yoga? How is Kelsey Burke all into health and wellness? So those are the questions that I have, and I'm even like one of her best friends, and I don't even know the answer. So I was like, gosh darn it, we are gonna find out all about Kelsey Burke today.
That's hilarious. I mean, sure. Let's dive in.
Okay.
There's a lot of pieces to me, so
yeah,
this will be interesting.
Yeah. So back up a bit.
How far back do you want to go?
Let's go back to like college days.
Okay.
Because you're a financial advisor,
Yeah.
but yet you majored in marketing or
journalism.
Journalism.
Yes.
Okay. See, I'm not even clear about that.
That's okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
Journalism.
Okay.
With a specialization in public relations. So at OU, where I went, you had to choose what kind of journalism you want to specialize in.
Okay.
So, newspaper, magazine, public relations, marketing, broadcasts. Those were like the options.
So what would a public relations person do with that type of a degree?
So at the time, I started in magazine because I had really enjoyed writing. Switched to public relations because I knew it would be more versatile.
Okay.
I could feel that something else was brewing. And public relations felt like I can stay in journalism and learn something that will help me with whatever comes next. At the time, I thought it would be doing public relations for a nonprofit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that was kind of
okay
where I thought I would end up when I was in college.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that right there explains why your heart is into helping others.
Yeah. That's always been.
Yes.
From the time I was pretty young.
Because you have a huge heart for that. Because of your Honduras trip and stuff like that.
I mean, yeah, I think that it's funny. I was talking to my mom not that long ago about this, and she brought up how into when I was in high school, even I was obsessed with Goodfellas, which is an organization that existed in St. Mary's, Ohio, still exists, and we collected gifts and things for Christmas for other families in the area that needed help buying Christmas gifts. Supplying Christmas gifts. And so that was like something I helped with quite a bit. It was like my favorite part of Christmas in high school.
That's cool.
Yeah. So it's always been sort of where my heart's been.
Yeah.
Through college, I thought I would end up doing public relations for a nonprofit. And I to nobody's surprise, had a spreadsheet of interviews when I was interviewing through my senior year of college and after college of all of the jobs I'd applied for and whether or not I got an interview and all the things. And I graduated in 2009, so a lot of people had just been laid off in 2008, and so the job market was very competitive for these nonprofit jobs. People who had had corporate jobs in public relations were now applying for these nonprofit jobs in public relations, right? So I interviewed and ended up working part-time at Blockbuster and then eventually part-time as a teller at a bank.
Okay.
And so that's what I did after college and how I kind of pivoted into finance.
Okay.
Yeah, it just kind of happened.
All right. And then how did you get more involved into the financial advisor role?
Yeah, because that's very different, obviously, from teller, right? So I started as a part-time teller, worked my way up through retail banking. So anybody who knows banking very well, retail banking is what you see as a customer when you walk into a bank. So not doing a lot with like the back office stuff or anything like that. So I worked my way up to like branch manager basically in retail banking while we lived in Chicago. And then when we left Chicago and went back to Ohio, I was like back to the drawing board. Gates were open. I could do anything I wanted again because I was basically starting over in my mind.
Right.
The bank I had worked for in Chicago didn't exist in Ohio. So there was no like transferring
over.
Yeah, that wasn't an option. There weren't bank jobs open in the middle of nowhere, Ohio, that we moved to in a rural small area. So I just put my resume on Indeed and started getting recruited by an insurance company for a role at their company. And that was my first thoughts of even entering as a financial advisor, like getting into a financial advisory. Interviewed a friend who was a financial advisor at a different company to see what he thought about it and what was good, what was bad, trying to decide whether or not it's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I interviewed at 3 different companies. Anybody who's become a financial advisor knows barrier to entry is, I feel, pretty low to get into the industry. They'll take you. It's not like you're applying for a position that exists because it's all commission.
Okay.
At those types of places that I was interviewing, the insurance companies, if you want to try for it, they'll take you. You know, if you can pass the tests, which I knew that wasn't going to be a problem, but it wasn't like a competitive. Getting the job didn't feel competitive. I had my choice of where I wanted to go.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how I got into it. And then I spent 9 years at the one of those 3 that I ended up choosing.
Yeah.
I spent 9 years there. And I would say probably around year 7 or 8 probably year 7 is when I started learning a lot more about the industry at large and not just whatever the company I was working for wanted me to know about the industry, but actually started like researching outside of the company on my own, listening to podcasts and things like that, and learning how other people did this business.
Okay.
So,
and then you had to take tests.
Oh yeah,
to get certified or something.
Yeah, way back at the beginning when I first started. So I quote got the job. I think it was July of 2014. Passed all the tests, started ramping up and learning, and didn't actually start working until like January of the next year. So about 6 months of like studying and getting to know the business.
I know I have this question, and I think I've even been corrected before. But what is the difference between a financial advisor and a financial planner? And you're an advisor, and what do you do as a financial advisor?
Yeah. So there's not really a great definitive answer to that.
Okay.
Why? Nobody knows.
There you go.
There's not a great definitive to that. So
and I did not learn it in nursing school, so
yeah, it's
where do unless it's a business class.
There's not a standard definition. That's the thing. So they basically mean the same thing in terms of what you're allowed to do.
Okay.
But they kind of have a different feel, right? Financial advisor versus financial planner. So a financial planner is generally going to focus more on the holistic picture of what your money is doing for you and not just the investments. A lot of times a financial advisor, to me, it feels like very investment heavy. That word financial advisor, like people think immediately of investments.
Okay.
Whereas a planner, you're really looking at the whole plan, how all the pieces fit together of a person's financial plan, not just investment management. But a lot of financial advisors, people who call themselves financial advisors, also do the holistic thing. So it really just depends.
So it's sort of like a mix.
Yeah.
Sort of a mix.
It's not an official definition.
Because you're more of a holistic person.
Yeah.
As
right. So even when my business card said financial advisor, I still feel like I was doing more planning than a typical financial advisor. Now my business card says financial planner because I get to
does it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I get to make my business cards now.
Oh. So you're a financial planner.
Yeah. There really is no difference.
Okay.
But I
guess
the term financial planner resonates more with me.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you get those questions a lot?
Yes.
Because I get asked a lot, well, what's the difference between a nurse practitioner and a PA? A physician
Which is
assistant?
much more distinct, like you need this, and this to call yourself this.
Yes.
With a financial advisor versus financial planner, there's
not much difference. Okay.
No.
Okay.
The different one would be financial coach. So there are different tests you have to pass to call yourself an advisor or planner.
Okay.
But a coach doesn't necessarily need to pass all those tests.
Right.
But they also are not allowed to advise on investments.
Okay.
So they can coach. A lot of times a financial coach focuses more on the budgeting side, debt reduction, those types of things.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, you are more of a financial planner.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, now my next big question is, how did you get so involved in like the health and wellness aspect? Or, you do a money mindset workshop.
Yeah.
How did you ever get into that?
Yeah. I went through a course called Purpose to Platform with Patrice Washington.
Yeah.
While I was still at my former company.
And Patrice Washington is
my business
coach.
Yeah. Business life coach. All the things. The coach.
She's all
Patrice.
Yes.
But I did that program, I think it was in 2022.
What was it called again?
Purpose to Platform.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They call it P2P.
P2P.
Yeah.
Yep. And she doesn't even offer this course anymore. But I think I was the last one, actually. And when I started that in my head, I was just trying to figure out how to make my practice my own within the company I was working for. My goal when I started that wasn't necessarily to leave the company. But I knew there was something I wanted to do different to set myself apart.
Okay. And
so I started that course just with the idea that I would create something a little bit different than whatever I was told to do by the company.
Okay.
Right.
Doing what your heart wanted you.
Yes. Like follow a little more purpose, like exactly what the course says, purpose to platform. So turning what my heart wanted into a platform.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was the idea. And even once I got through that, I still thought I was going to be able to create this at the company I was at.
The money mindset.
Just like not even the workshops, honestly, didn't come into play until much later. But there was just that knowing that something else was on the horizon that early on.
The little nudge.
Yeah. And the firm I was at was starting to get more into financial planning, and they were teaching us about like the holistic planning and how to create an actual plan. And so that felt very much aligned with the direction I was heading.
Okay.
Which is why I felt like I was going to be able to create it while I was there. And then the workshops really didn't come until much later, like a year, not a year into my business. Yeah, almost a whole year into my business after I launched my own firm in 2023. So my first workshop was December of 2024.
Okay.
So it was a while. Like, it was brewing in there. So like there's something different was brewing in there for a while.
Yeah.
Before that finally came to fruition.
Right. And to put on a workshop, I mean, you got to plan that. It's not like something that you can, I'm going to have a workshop and it's going to be next month.
Right.
It takes a lot of soul digging, and I feel like, doesn't it? It takes a lot more just to put something like that together.
It really does. But also, I will say, it felt like a divine download.
Oh, that's beautiful.
You know what I mean, though?
Yeah.
Or you just like, somebody says something or like, and it just triggers. Like, you just see it all of a sudden.
And it's like,
and then it all just comes together so easily when it's meant to be.
It's all aligned.
Yes.
It's all aligned, and the timing was right. And everything.
Yes. So
I get you.
Yeah. So I was at the XYPN conference. So XYPN is XY Planning Network. XY meaning like Generation X and Y. So it's like a financial planning network of advisors who generally are geared towards helping Gen X and Gen Y, because there's so many financial advisors out there already focused on like the boomer generations, right? And it's like, how do we create financial planning for Gen X and Gen Y? So that's kind of where this organization started. But anyway, I was at the conference September of 2024, and Carl Richards and Michael Kitces were on the stage, and most of you probably don't know who those people are, but financial advisors and financial planners do. And so they're on the stage, and Carl Richards says he's talking to somebody in the audience who is asking questions about like making those phone calls. So I need to dial for dollars is what they always would call it, right? When we worked at the insurance companies. Is that what I need to do to get new clients? And his response was to have all of us kind of just close our eyes and sit for a minute and think about the one thing that scares us more than anything. And that, he said, is what you need to do. That thing that scares you. And immediately, I saw this whole workshop play out of like putting myself out there as a financial advisor or a financial planner who also deals with the mindset piece. And combining those two parts of me felt terrifying.
Yeah.
Because I was really putting myself out there as like, I was afraid people wouldn't take me seriously as a financial planner.
Yeah.
If I incorporated meditation into a workshop I was doing, all those, what do they call them? Limiting beliefs?
Yes.
Just came flooding in.
Yeah.
But
that's amazing.
Once I did them, it was like, no, this helps you actually find the people that are meant for you.
Yeah.
Which goes back to purpose to platform. That's one of the things I learned from Patrice. That's the most valuable thing I learned from that 3 months with Patrice. No, it was more than 3 months. Anyway, the most valuable thing I learned from that cohort was the people who are meant for you will find you when you show yourself.
Yeah.
When you can be yourself and not be performative.
Right.
Which,
be authentic.
As a financial planner.
Yeah. In
a rural Ohio town, it felt somewhat performative at times, right? Of just like, I'm supposed to be the person in my suit or dressed up every day. And like, you have to have a certain look. And especially as a younger financial advisor, like, you have to try to make yourself appear older or, right? And sound smarter and all of those things. And it's like this permission to just be yourself and let the people who are meant for you find you. And they can't find you if you're hiding behind this facade that you think people want you to be.
Right.
then your people won't find you. You'll keep attracting the wrong people.
Kelsey, that is so good.
So that was kind of how it all began with the workshops.
Right. Yeah. And you're finding those people.
I am, yeah. And that's one of the things I pride myself on the most right now.
Yeah.
Like, I love every single one of my clients.
Yeah.
Sincerely love them. I love my clients before too, but it's different. They were just like so aligned in a new way. They found me because I was showing up as myself.
Yeah.
Hi friends, it's Kelsey here. If you've been listening to the podcast and wondering what it's actually like to work with a financial planner, or if financial planning is even for you, I totally get it. We only touch lightly on that side of my work here, and money can feel like a heavy or confusing topic to dive into. That's why this fall, I'll be sharing more bite-sized tools, insights, and mindset shifts over on my Apricity Financial Planning Facebook page. It's a simple, low-key way to start engaging with your finances. No pressure, just gentle guidance and encouragement to help you feel more confident and aligned with your money. If that sounds helpful, I'd love to have you there. Just search Apricity, that's Apricity Financial Planning on Facebook and hit follow. And if you've been carrying questions about your finances or wondering what support might look like, I'd love to talk to you. You don't have to figure it all out alone. Just give me a call, 419-825-6161, or send me an email at kelsey@apricityfp.com.
So I have been to probably most of these money mind
Yeah, you have to have most of them.
And yeah, the women that come, even the last one, it was like we were all interconnected some way, and we didn't even know each other.
Yeah.
You know? And it's just so cool who walks in that
It really is.
and who signs up for these money mindful workshops.
Yeah, it really is. And what I was telling somebody the other day, one of my favorite things about it is when we get people in the room who are coming from different sides of the money blocks that they have, right? And we can openly have a conversation.
Yeah.
Even though one person's dealing with it in a completely different side than the other person.
Yeah.
And I think that's been really neat to see, and just to have a space that feels safe enough for that to happen.
Yeah. It's sort of interesting too, looking back at the different times that you've had it, the different emotions that are in the women, and that it is such a need out there.
Yeah.
Because even personally in the last year, I'd say it's been more of an issue about money than it ever has been. You know?
Yeah.
And everybody has
and think about it.
Yes.
And you've had in the past.
Yes. And everybody has some story related to money.
Yeah.
You know,
they really do.
Everybody is different, obviously, but to have a room of women to get together and talk about it and support each other and be there for each other, it's such a great experience and opportunity that you provide for women.
Thank you.
And so
it's been
I think
it's
really
fun, and it really has made me feel like there's a lot of purpose behind it. After every time we get done with one of those, I feel very filled. Like my cup feels full. I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
By the end of it, emotionally and just all the things. But
it's something that is needed for these women.
Yeah, it feels so good to be able to provide that space for that conversation.
Yeah.
So
I like it.
Good.
So
I'm hoping to have another one probably mid to late spring. So
okay,
keep your eyes open for that.
Yeah. Even though I suggested you need to be doing this like every month.
Yeah. It does take a lot out of me.
It does.
It really does take a lot out of me. So I'm thinking one a quarter would be great. But we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
And we'll definitely keep you posted.
Definitely, yeah.
When you're next.
I'm hoping for March. Okay. But we'll see. Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty.
Yeah.
And the other thing that you're very deeply involved in is health and wellness. You know, how did you ever start getting into that? I mean, obviously, it's important for everybody to be, you know,
Yeah.
it's a good quality to have, but when did you ever start like the Buti yoga?
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like this has been mostly a personal journey and less of a professional journey, the health and wellness side of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's almost started to overlap since I started my own business. But anybody else who is an entrepreneur knows that that tends to happen. Like all the pieces of you start to overlap when you own your own business, I feel like. But I think it was, and maybe I've shared pieces of this story before, but I had kind of a little bit of a health scare back in 2018 where I was nervous about my heart. I felt like I could feel it racing at times. I don't know. So I went to the doctor. Long story short, she told me to stop drinking so much caffeine and eating so much junk. To put it nicely. I was living a very like go, go, go lifestyle. And so fast food was a huge part of that go, go, go lifestyle that I was living. And so I kind of made a few changes right away, but not a lot, to be honest, because then I ended up being pregnant not long after that. And when you're pregnant, you don't really want to limit your junk food. Like that was not the priority, I don't think, through my pregnancy even.
Really?
No, my favorite, I was just talking to the kids about what cravings I had with each one of them.
Yeah.
When I was pregnant with each one of them. And so this was Milo's pregnancy, and it was definitely jalapeno poppers.
Oh my gosh.
Like that's what I wanted all the time.
Oh my gosh.
Jalapeno poppers from Arby's is where I could get them
Yeah.
locally, but
That's funny. I don't remember having like a craving for something, but I remember not like the smell of sauerkraut just made me want to throw up.
yeah,
Yeah.
no,
And I don't like sauerkraut to begin with, but
yeah,
that's fun.
yeah. So after my pregnancy is when I feel like I actually started diving deeper into the health and wellness stuff. So he was born April of 2019. I was in a very fortunate position where I took 16 weeks off with him. So I took the whole summer and just went back when the kids went back to school is when I went back to work, which was great.
Yeah.
So having that time to really just focus on the family, I think was a huge shift for me of like, this is what life could be like. This is, you know,
a little teaser.
yeah, this is like wonderful. And just having that time to sit back, and there's nothing like holding your newborn baby and just like observing how wonderful your life is. Like, I don't even know how else to explain it. So that summer is also the summer we moved from living in town out to our house in the country.
Oh, okay.
So like there were just a lot of pieces that came into play of like, it was a summer full of gratitude of like, and I knew we were done with kids. So it was like, this is our family. Like this sense of this is our family. This is our home. Connecting with nature again, because we didn't have, you know, a lawnmower we could hear every second of the day because we had a million neighbors, right? Like we were kind of out in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
And so it's just more peaceful and all those things. And I knew when I went back to work in the fall that I needed to do it differently than what I had done before. And I was still nursing Milo at the time. And so that was kind of a great excuse to like take time for myself, right? To pump and all those things. So like breaking up my day accordingly.
Yeah.
And I was really, that's when I started focusing on what I was eating too, because I wanted to be able to nurse him for as long as possible.
Oh.
And I knew that certain foods, I started researching like what foods would help me be able to do that and things like that. And sort of dove into it. I knew I had also seen a picture of myself and knew that I like didn't look healthy. So there was that too. And here's disclaimer though, like literally nobody looks healthy after they just had a baby. So whatever. But that was a thing. But I did talk to somebody who wanted, she was promoting this diet or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that because I'm nursing. So I'm not going to limit the calories I'm taking in. That's not at all my goal here.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to watch what calories I'm putting in my body and make sure they're actually nutritious calories. So that was when I started actually paying attention to what I was eating. Yeah. Drinking more water, like a reasonable amount of water every day.
Right.
Instead of coffee all day long.
Yeah.
And all those things. So.
Hey there, Bloom listeners. It's Tina Baden here, and I want to take a moment to share something exciting with you. Have you ever found joy in helping others feel their best? Or thought about how great it would be to boost your own health, energy, or even your finances? If that sounds like you, then I've got something special to share with you. Let's talk about Plexus, their amazing range of products. It's designed to support your wellness journey and help you feel fantastic. From gut health, energy boosters, to weight loss, there's truly something for everyone. And here's where it gets really exciting. If you love sharing what you're passionate about, the business opportunity could be just what you're looking for. I can honestly say that Plexus has changed my life for the better, both through health and finances. Yet, it's more than just a business. It's a wonderful community that supports and uplifts each other. If you're curious and you think this might be a good fit for you, why not join me? It could be fun. Message me at Bloom with Tina and Kelsey on Facebook Messenger. Embark on this journey and let's bloom into our best selves together.
Yeah. And then I got into the yoga. I kind of just started doing it on my own on an app first.
Okay.
Because the coach I was following online said to start with 3 things, like set 3 commitments to yourself, right? And so I had a water goal. I don't remember what the number was. I had a water goal. I was going to stop eating fast food, like cold turkey, no more fast food, and move my body every day was that 3rd one. And at the time, moving my body felt like an impossible task because I just wasn't like, I had a desk job. I worked at a desk. I went home. I sat on the couch and held my baby. And that was basically what I did. Ideally, it was a nice long walk outside because I was, from moving on to the country, getting a lot more connected to nature at that time. So walking outside felt awesome. But I didn't have a lot of time to do that,
Right.
So,
especially, how many kids was?
3 kids.
This was your 3rd.
This is my 3rd kid.
Yeah.
And we're heading into basketball season. Jonathan's coaching varsity basketball, right? So there wasn't a lot of time to be just going for a long walk outside. So also getting outside and playing soccer with the kids was a popular one. But then if I didn't have time or get a chance to do either of those things, I downloaded a yoga app and did 10 minutes of yoga before bed if I still hadn't moved my body throughout the day.
Yeah.
So that's how I got started with yoga, and the breath work that exists within yoga is like life-changing. I just have to say, once I learned to connect actually focus on my breath and connect my body to that breath, I just started feeling differently about my body. Actually connected to my body in a way that I had never felt before. And so after COVID is when I finally started going to in-person yoga. So I did just the app for a year and a half.
Okay. And then the in-person yoga
is where I found the Buti yoga.
Oh, now was it Buti yoga right away, or was it just
when I went to in-person?
Oh,
it was.
Buti yoga?
Yeah. So one of my Facebook friends, Aubrey, so shout out to Aubrey. She is a Buti teacher now, but she wasn't at the time. She was a student, and she posted about it all the time though on Facebook. And I was like, this looks like fun. I need to try this.
Yeah.
So I did.
Yeah.
And it was at 5:30 in the morning, which felt like something I could do. It was in the summer that I started going. And I was like, that's something I can do. I can go before I go to work in the morning and I didn't have to get kids ready for school at the time. So I was like, this will be perfect. I can go do this, come home, get ready for work, go to work. It won't cut into my family time after work or anything like that. So that's how I got started.
Oh my gosh. That is a commitment. That is a commitment.
It was
for someone getting up, I mean,
yeah, but
to get up that
easier than giving up time with my family in the evenings.
Yeah.
It was, especially with little babies. Like,
Yeah.
you know, my
See,
kids were little.
and that just proves that if you really want to do something,
Mm-hmm.
you can make the time.
Yeah.
And you can make it happen,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Right. Yeah.
If
I
you
know
really
people-
want something that bad.
Yeah. You find a way to work it in.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
And sometimes it requires giving up something else, like sleep.
like
And then
an hour
stay
of your sleep.
or staying up late. And maybe it doesn't require giving up sleep. Maybe it requires giving up the TV show before bed, right? You have to go to bed a little bit earlier, which is really more what it was for me, was just like moving my clock up to go to bed a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
yeah. So, and then I did that like religiously for the rest of the time I lived in St. Mary's. I was doing it 2 or 3 times a week. And so when we moved to White House, I missed it so much. So that's why I went and got certified to teach.
Yep.
Because I couldn't find classes around here.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, if nobody else is teaching it, I guess I'll teach. And then after I got certified to teach, I found other teachers. Sort of funny, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how that got started.
yeah.
See?
Now I'm in the process of bringing it all together and making it all cohesive. But I also think that everybody has different facets of themselves, and we don't, again, have to fit in this box.
Right.
Like we,
And I was going to say, Kelsey, so our listeners have learned a little bit more about you.
Yeah.
And your past, but yet there's so much more. Those are just what, 3 or 4 things that make up Kelsey.
yeah.
You know, there's
Yeah.
so much more.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's how the health and wellness piece got kind of woven into what I do.
Yeah.
But
And then started a podcast.
yeah. Yeah, and that kind of fits in with the whole journalism thing, right? Like, I went to school for journalism.
Okay.
You know, I think part of the reason I am such a good financial planner is the fact that I know how to ask questions and listen to people.
Mhm. You
And actually like hear what they're saying and understand what they mean by it and know which direction we need to go next, right? So I think that all fits into podcasting too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you're very good at asking questions, obviously.
Leo.
Sometimes when I'm asking a question, it's like mumble, jumble, stutter, you know.
Oh
But-
no, I don't
oh
think
my
so.
gosh. No, you do ask the best questions.
Thank you.
So, yeah. So today we sort of had a
A reverse.
Yes. Yes. And I feel like I'm I don't know.
Fish out of water.
Yes, that too. But anyway.
No, you did great. It was good.
Yeah, good.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
you're
you for asking me to do
welcome.
this.
Yeah. So thank you everybody for listening. And so we're going to put in the show notes your information if anybody
Yeah.
wants to get a hold of you or if they have any questions about financial planning
Yeah,
or
so-
whatever.
People, if you're listening to this, you probably do follow our Facebook page.
Yeah.
Bloom with Tina and Kelsey, but I also have a Facebook page for Christy Financial Planning.
Okay.
And then I'm more active on my personal Facebook page, so definitely, follow me on my personal Facebook page and watch for that next Mindful Money workshop that'll be coming out
Yes.
soon.
Yes. And our retreat too.
Yeah.
If people want to get to know Kelsey and me,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, we've got the retreat coming up in March too. March could be a pretty busy month between a retreat and another workshop. So maybe the
Yes.
workshop will get pushed to April. We'll
Yeah.
see.
So March 13th through the 15th.
Yeah.
And that's in Logan, Ohio, near Hockey Hills.
Yes.
And-
we would love to see you there.
That would be awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Bloom with Tina and Kelsey. Your support truly means the world to us, and we're so grateful to have you as part of our blossoming community.
We hope you enjoyed this week's conversation and found inspiration in our discussions. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you love what you hear, please consider leaving us a review. Your feedback helps us grow and reach more listeners like you.
Join us next week for another exciting episode filled with insights, laughter, and growth. We can't wait to share it with you.
Keep glowing and see you soon.